Last day events. This week's Sabbath School lesson covers some popular chapters in Matthew 23 and 24.
And isn't that our favorite topic as an Adventist? No doubt, we all want to see Jesus coming back and putting an end to evil and taking us with him wherever he is.
Indeed, but this topic can be a blessing and a curse depending on the focus and approach. So, Jesus came to Jerusalem to fulfill his mission. Last week he made some very important statements with his royal entry, the cleansing of the temple, the fruitless tree, and now he has few more important messages for about what is to happen.
Yeah. And it is said, but in all the Gospels, I cannot recall even one instance where Jesus appreciated or praised somehow the leaders of Israel for their commitment or service to the people. How unfortunate. On the contrary, Jesus actually was critical to them throughout all his ministry. In Matthew 23, we find him in the temple for a last visit, and he is extremely critical when pronouncing the 7 woes to the Sadducees and the Pharisees, and sends a broad warning to the people: be aware of their leaven.
We have several very important points here. First, don't look at people or earthly authorities because they're weak and corrupt. We have one Father and one teacher in God. Second, when we try to take things in our own hands, we create only misery. We create burden for people. We shift the focus from God into things, rules, practices, norms. Third, we can become so obsessed to protect the truth that we become so blind and we're not able to see how we transformed into murderers, poisonous snakes, tombs. Fourth, we should not dismiss any of these warnings before honestly checking ourselves against them. And fifth, the teachers of the law, the temple, they were without life anymore. God wasn't there anymore. Jerusalem refused to be led by God.
And it is in the context of Jesus telling his disciples that Jerusalem will be destroyed when they, as a group, initiate a conversation with the question, "Teacher, please tell us, when will this happen? And what will be the signs of it?" And Jesus is straightforward and lists a number of things, a number of events that paint an unpleasant, full of challenges and suffering picture. It's not a bright future. Just on the contrary, the world will deepen into problems and corruption. And by telling us about it, our mentor, our Savior, expects us to be realistic about life. Also, he wants us to be brave and to be strong spiritually, regardless of what happens around us.
All these things are the beginning of birth pains, Jesus said. Jesus was talking about the destruction of Jerusalem, but also about the development of this bigger controversy, about the time of his return when the birth pains will be gone and everything will be new.
And talking about prophecy, Jesus foresaw the destruction of Jerusalem, and his warning saved thousands of people. However, millions suffered or died. And this is a good example that the prophecy aims at saving us from a danger. It is better that we're watchful and we're trusting when it's needed. But one point is also clear from the history, that the fulfillment of Jesus' prediction or prophecy was clearly at hand. There was no lack of clarity, but for those who lived in Jerusalem at that time, it was a fact.
The siege of Jerusalem is so tragic and brutal. And just reading through some of the descriptions of what happened then is heartbreaking. Check history, or the easiest, if you don't have time, Wikipedia. The defenders were divided among themselves, leaders killing each other, destroying their own food supply. At the end, the Roman soldiers were like demon-possessed. Many were trampled by their own friends and died as miserably as the defeated. So many innocent killed. When the Spirit of God is withdrawn, it's dark. Jesus warned about these times, and those that remembered and had their heart opened were saved. Jesus wants us to understand, to know, and to be prepared by maintaining the relationship with him.
And among of all the signs of his coming, Jesus foresaw also his popularity, and moreover the impersonation that will fabricate some just to acquire more followers or some personal benefits. And it sounds strange, but some people are prone to believe such fables, so Jesus wanted to set the record clear by saying that he's going to come in person and everybody will see him.
Violence and clear confrontation, or skillful deception, the game is dirty. But Jesus wants us to know that when he comes, it will be glorious. It will be a crucial point. Everybody will know, and it will be for good.
So, what should I be doing when knowing all these signs of Jesus' return? First, definitely, I shouldn't be putting any dates on my calendar of when this will happen. Why? Because Jesus said so. And secondly, definitely I should be aware of my commitment to expect Jesus coming back and live accordingly. I shouldn't be shivering in the face of the prophecies fulfilled, but continue to trust my God and love him.
We should not forget that we have worked entrusted to us as well. Jesus gave the parable of a master who put one of his servants in charge to feed the other servants. How will he find us? Taking care of each other, or blaming, beating the other servants, trying to fix their characters, or drinking and eating with those that drink too much? We all have things to think about.
Join us again next week when Matthew will take us in Jesus' last days.